Hey, hon,
What?
after 30 years of marriage, there's something I feel I need to tell you.
What?
I used to be addicted to soap,
What?
but it's okay, I'm clean now. Let's go find my shell. Ooh, nice bathroom. Who did this for you?
What?
Hey, got a question for you.
What?
What do you call it when a snowman throws a tantrum?
I don't know.
A meltdown. Wait, I got one more for you. One more. Why did the math book look so sad?
I have no idea.
Because it had a lot of problems. Oh, hon.
What?
If a child refuses to nap, are they guilty of resisting arrest? Gotta love 'em.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I have another trial to do today, an experiment, you might say. I know others have done this, so it's my turn to try this. If you saw anything last week and you saw the one that I used this scrapbook paper on to make coasters, I think this is going to be similar, but I'm not sure the reaction I'm going to get because I am going to use a napkin. This is just a random napkin I bought at Walmart, and I liked it because it looked like marble. So what I did was take one of my blank coasters that fits in the mold, and when I unfolded this, I noticed that this only the top square had the metallic colors that actually sold me on it. So I did have to use this one square. So I used 3 different napkins. I'm going to make 3 of them. I traced out my little blank coaster, and I cut out the 3 squares. So just make sure, I wouldn't do it on a seam or anything. So I did stick to this corner mostly. So they will be similar. So I have my 3 pieces of napkin here. And just cut them and then make sure they fit into your mold with a little bit of room so you don't have to be perfectly on point. So all 3 of these do fit in the mold. And generally, I like to do the backs. I always pour 1 ounce into each of them and let them cure. But this time, I'm not going to let them cure because this paper is so thin. You can't really Mod Podge something like this. I don't think. Maybe I'll try a trial. But my idea is to, when it gets tacky but not cured, to go ahead and lay this piece on. So I'm guessing I have to be absolutely perfect because you won't be able to pull it back out. So let's give this a try. Before I mix up the resin, I decided I am going to back the coasters. Instead of mixing like a mica, which you could do easy enough, I'm going to use my metallic rustic gold mica powder. And it's going to look like this. This is what I used on this piece here. And I backed this one in white. So that is the effect that I'm going to get. And that effect looks really good with this. It's almost the same. So that's why I'm choosing that mica powder. So I'm just going to get these all done, mix up some white, and then we will start waiting for it to get tacky before we put it in there. So I will speed this up for you, but look at that. The metallics are a little bit different. They look really, really metallic, obviously. That's why they're called metallic. But they brush on nice and smooth, and they just look great. So that's why I decided to use these ones. So I will just go ahead and speed this up for you so you don't have to sit and watch me paint some coaster molds. And as you can see, one little dip of this stuff did the whole entire coaster mold, which is amazing. I will link everything that I'm using below that I can. So always check the description box. Also in the description is a link to my Facebook page that we started. So that is so exciting to see all of your guys' work. I feel like I know you guys after a little while. I know all your names. So that's really cool. So go in the description and make sure you sign up for the Facebook group. I'm just going to tap these all out, get all that extra out of there. And I'm going to go ahead and mix up a little bit of resin. I'm going to mix up 1 ounce of resin for each coaster, so about 3 ounces to start. I've got a whole bunch of these white pigments. I decided to try this instead of my normal white pigment. So I'm just going to see how much this one takes to turn this white. I mixed up 80 mLs of regular resin. I don't use heat resistant resin when I pour them in 2 pours because the bottom doesn't need to be heat resistant, but I will pour heat resistant onto the top. And I see this one is not going to get it very white, is it? I haven't used this one before, so I wasn't sure. Nope, don't like that one. So I won't link that one for you. I will link my normal one. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Well, I have 2 normal ones. This one, because I'm not doing waves, I will use my eye candy one. I'm not crazy about this one to do waves. So this is the one I'll use for white, just because it's not waves. So let me get a clean stick. Always mix your pigments before you add them into your resin. You want them to be properly. You don't want like the little residue that's on top. And you don't need much of this at all. So just wipe off your stick and use what's left on there. I will link this one. This one's pretty good for white. I just don't like it for waves. Let's see. Much better. Much, much better. I just want a small, small amount, and then I'm going to babysit this for the next couple of hours. When this gets tacky, I will lay my napkin on top of it. I did try to Mod Podge a piece of that napkin. Yeah, that's not going to work out. So this better work out. So just try to evenly distribute it the best you can. Try not to scrape the bottom when you put micas on there, because you want the bottom to be nice and metallic if you're using metallic or whatever color you're using. If you don't know how to clean these silicone cups and you're new to resin, check out the video in my link in the description. It's like a 1.5-minute watch, and you'll be pretty happy that you did, because there's a simple, easy way to do it. I'm just going to move that around, get this even, and basically that's it. Just let those sit. It's been about 2 hours, and it's not as cured as I want it to be. You can see it's still kind of stringy, and I think that would be okay. Again, I haven't done this before, so I'm learning with you. I'm going to try it anyway because I have a feeling I'm going to forget to come back. Now, I did take the mica powder that was on top earlier because it had like a circle, and I was not sure if I was going to see through this paper or not because it's white. So I did kind of stir it into the white the best that I could without touching the bottom. I don't think I touched the bottom. I guess we'll find out when we unmold them. So I'm going to go ahead and try to lay this, at least one of them, and see what happens. Actually, let me do that one. Huh, that wasn't so bad. I'm just going to push it down so it's contacting everywhere. I was worried for nothing, guys. I'm just going to take this, I think, instead of my fingers. I just want it flat, you know? I don't want it to get wrinkles in it. I don't want people to know this is a napkin. Okay. I guess 2 hours was long enough because it's clearly going to stick and it's not sinking or anything. It's not getting wrinkled. It's not getting wet. Nice. I'm excited. There's so many possibilities with these. And you don't even need any skills to worry about picking colors, or if you're going to mix it right, or if you're going to pour it right and throw a bunch of resin away. So if you want like a gift for somebody and you know like what their theme is of their home, this is a perfect way to do it. I love this. Okay, now I am going to let these cure. It's been another couple hours. They're still soft, but I think it's going to be safe to pour over there. So I've got 6 more ounces of clear resin. I'm just going to pour this over. I'm not going to add any shimmer to it like I really want to, but I'm going to let the gold just speak for itself. So let's just get this poured. I did not put this in my curing machine because I did not know what was going to happen with the paper in there and with it being soft. So, but I am going to put it in the curing machine to do this layer just to see if it would work. I don't see why it won't work since it's kind of in between the layers. So let's experiment with that. So I'm just going to try to get it domed the best that I can. Which it pretty much is. So I didn't need all 6 ounces. I used 4 ounces. So I'm just going to move this over to the curing machine and see what happens. They're cured, guys, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. The only thing I would change, although I haven't unmolded them yet, is see on the tops here, little tiny bit of dust that came from the sides. I forgot about the sides being dusted with the gold that floated with the clear. So don't forget to super blow that off. Otherwise you'll have, and it's really not that much. And even to fix it, you can fix it. Just sand it down and top coat it. But it's really not that bad. So let's get these unmolded and see how the backs came out. Okay, ready? Oh, nice. And the sides. So that's like built in. It's not coming off like a gold pen would. That came out really, really good. They match really, really good. So I am super impressed with napkins. There's a little bit that needs to be trimmed. Little brush mark there, but not bad. I mean, you can go around the tops with the gold if you want to, but this one also has a little bit that floated on the top and a little trimming right here. but that's permanent, and I like it that way, so you don't have to worry about it. So let me know what you think about this, guys. Should I try some more napkins? I'm super impressed because this white napkin I thought maybe would go clear on me when it hit the liquid, not really liquid, but you know what I mean, the resin. And it didn't. It stayed white. The gold stayed gold. I'm super impressed. So I hope you guys all have a blessed day. I'm going to get you a few final pictures and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.